Hi, how's it going? Bob here with a Lords and Warriors game. Partially out of popular demand, I think. Like if there's a comment asking for something specific, it's always for more Warriors content. But also thanks to Vanali on our Discord server, we're having our first ever Warriors of Middle Earth tournament. So I decided to make a video to go along with the current hype for me, anyway. So this game is between myself and Mistaken Tuna. This is a league game we played a little while ago. I'm Free Peoples. He's Shadow. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to say ahead of time. So anyway, no one out, Fellowship okay. That's Narya Gandalf, of course. He puts in one eye, also pretty standard. Rolls no more, and I roll that beautiful roll right there. That is always what you want to see turn one when you're playing with Aragorn. Oh, and look, I even have the Dark Door. Oh, that's amazing. I don't actually remember what happens in this game very much. Like I just remembered that it was an epic one. Like I put an 8 next to it and asked him if it was okay for me to make a video on it later, and like a month later, here we are. Anyway, so yeah, so he passes. I pass. He draws Day Without Dawn. Ooh. Oh, that's sad. Having Day Without Dawn in hand when, like, I'm probably about to go crown Aragorn, and you could take the die away with that, but you just don't quite have enough musters to actually get all the nations to war. Okay, so I draw a character card first. Might as well, I guess. He musters Isengard to war. Out goes Strider. Armies move. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think in base or even in Lords, I would probably move the Fellowship anyway with this, like against one eye. But this is Warriors we're talking about, where not only, is crowning Aragorn still give you that extra die, but he brings a whole nother faction into the game, right? And the dead men can be very powerful, especially with Dark Door in hand. Like the Dark Door increases the dead men's power by so much, because now they don't just protect Dol Amroth, they protect Helm's Deep, West Emnet, Edoras too. Yeah, very useful. Anyway. Okay, so in comes Saruman. Aragorn finishes, making it to Dol Amroth. The Dunlendings come into play. I crown Aragorn, naturally. And he draws a strategy card. So we go off to the next turn. Safe paths in the dark and guards the Citadel. I think I forgot to draw a faction card here. I probably remember later, anyway. Okay, so I play Horn of Gondor, because there's pretty good odds I'm going to get hit here. Fellowship moves, and they are in fact hit, and it's a 3. So that is a very nice loss of Gandalf there. Oh, nice, so now I get Gandalf the White turn 2. Yeah, so then I'm going to be up to 7 dice probably, because I can also get the dead men into play, so then I'll have the faction die too. That's pretty cool. If he was nice enough to put Sauron to war, then I could also get another keeper die and be at 8 dice for turn 2, which would have been pretty legendary, but I don't think he's going to do that for me. Right, there we go. Now I remember how to draw that. Wow, what the timing? That's so funny. I just remembered to draw a faction card right now when I'm probably about to, make the paths of the, bring Aragorn over to make the, Army of the Dead, and then I draw the card that allows me to do that and recruit an extra dead man while I'm doing it. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I bring in the Ents. Okay, that's different. Lol. Okay. Then comes the Balrog. I think that makes sense. And I muster the elves down closer to war. So I guess I bring in the Ents here because... Right, okay, my thinking is probably this. With the dead men, you can get Stone of Eric, which allows you to, recruit an extra dead man every time you muster a nation. Whereas with the Ents, their recruiting card is... Saruman is our neighbor, and you have to wait for them to use the voice of Saruman to recruit Ents for free like that. So usually the Shadow player doesn't let you do that. So I guess I'm thinking I'd rather get the Ents started on recruiting with dice now, as opposed to the Dead Men, since I'm more likely to get Dead Men for free. I guess the Ents are also closer to where the action is currently happening. Like closer to Lorien and Rohan, anyway. So I guess that's something. Okay, off we go to... another turn. Oh yeah, he's already checking cards because he drew a lot of cards. Okay, so one eye in, one more rolled, lots of movement. That's nice. Mithril Coat and Sting is a nice card, isn't the strongest card in the world for right now, early game anyway. Okay, so he's moving towards Lorien and towards Rohan. Fellowship moves, and they're hit again. That is Not such great news for me. Like, they're not, you know, just losing Horn of Gondor wasn't too devastating, but still, just the fact that more tiles are coming out of the pool is not great for me. Okay, Sauron comes to war, in comes Galadriel. He musters up in Moria. I muster up the Ent. He moves towards Lorien. Fellowship moves again, they're safe. Of course, the one time when they were the most likely to get hit is the time where they're safe, lol. Okay, so Lorien is besieged. I muster once in Lorien since the elves are at war now. And now he attacks Lorien. Oh, I think I remember what happens here. Oh yeah, this is a rough one. Get ready. Okay, so I play a charge, which he responds with Swarm of Bats. So I play Círdan's ships here for a couple of reasons. Number one, Lorien is already a target, and the elves are at war, so there's decent odds I'm going to want to be able to muster these elves in Rivendell and Woodland Realm. And also, he's a long way away from attacking Dol Amroth, so not only will I be able to probably put Gondor units in there before it's attacked, but I'll also have the dead men nearby it to make it less appetizing. So anyway, that's why I used it as a combat card here. But it gets canceled, and he rolls 3 6s. Okay, never mind. This isn't the game I was thinking of. I had a game recently where someone rolled 5 6s just right in a row on their combat roll attacking Lorien. 3 is still pretty good, though. I also got 3 hits. Okay, so he presses. Yep, that makes sense. Another Swarm of Bats. I cancel it with advantageous position this time, so that's decent for me. He gets 0 hits this time, and I get 2 hits this time. So that is good news bears for me. He presses again. I guess depends what combat cards do you have here. Yep, Desperate Battle's pretty good. Could roll 4 hits with that. I guess you also have Dunlendings here. So that's always usable. Yeah, okay, there's the Fierce Folk. Okay, so he can take Isengard regulars as casualties this time. Then I guess he'll probably plan on pressing one more time and then play Desperate Battle if he's trying to finish it off this turn. Okay, he gets 1 hit, I get 2. So there go the Dunlendings. And he presses again. So probably Desperate Battle now. Yeah, there's Desperate Battle. Only 1 hit. So that is a bit lucky for me. Like, it's not crazy lucky, but it's pretty darn lucky, though. Yeah. Yeah, especially starting with 3 natural 6s like that. Okay, so he plays Servants of Sauron. I would probably keep Wild Hillmen if it were me. He takes Huron Offspring. Yeah, that's reasonable too. Like, it has been a pretty good corruption start. Like, there's, you know, I've lost Gandalf and I've gotten hit 2 out of 3 times, and Strider left 2 to go get crowned. So, like, having spider cards available can be useful anyway. I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Right, so then yeah, just use that one to get Rohan a little more ready. I don't particularly want to get revealed right now, I guess. I don't know, maybe I should have just moved again. 2 at 4, though, feels pretty bad. Okay, so yeah, he moves closer towards Rohan. Excuse me, life is scary. Ooh, cool combo. So I've got the Western Way and Lifted Up and Born Far Away here. So you do need to have... Oh, no, I've got Gandalf in play, so I can get the Eagles in play. Right. So, yeah, you need to have the Eagles in play, obviously, and you do need to use an Eagle. But getting to move the Fellowship without having to... Like, Part A, you could do that with a Palantir or with the Faction, play an event card die. Part B, it doesn't add a die to the Hunt box, so that makes it a pretty strong card. Okay, so 1 eye in, 2 more rolled, and... my dice are nice enough to not roll an eye. So I use my Will of the West. Interesting. I use my Will of the West to pluck away the Balrog here. I guess I'm just not that excited. Okay, yeah, a couple reasons for that. I guess I'm not that excited to move twice against 3 eyes. And also, by taking away the Balrog, not only does that really take the offensive teeth out of the Siege of Lorien here, but also the Balrog die can't be used for anything now. Because while the Balrog was there, he could use that to attack Lorien, but now that the Balrog's gone, there's no beans there. The downside is I did miss my opportunity to use the army dice from H to walk these troops from Edoras out to West Emnet, so that's a bit of a bummer. Yeah, so now I play Paths of the Dead to get Aragorn and the Dead Men ready here. He chucks the Balrog die, and now I play the Dark Door so that I can use the Dead Men to defend Helm's Deep and Edoras here. Yeah, man, dead men are so strong. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I muster up in Lorien. He plays Worn with Sorrow and Toil. That's pretty nasty. I think about moving. I draw a faction card. Interesting. I'm not sure which faction card I was fishing for. Wraiths, maybe? Maybe Ents? I don't know. Okay, he plays Wild Hillmen. Moves them into more helpful positions. Now I bring the Eagles in. Yes, I see. I think I was a lot bigger of a fan of, what do you call it? The Western Way back then than I am now. So I think I was planning on playing, using my character die to play the Western Way so that it couldn't get taken away by Worn with Sorrow and Toil. And then I'll use the Eagles one to move, maybe? Or maybe I'm going to use the Eagles and move twice. I don't know. Okay, so now he attacks Helm's Deep. What am I doing there? Oh, I'm adding a dead man. Using a dead man first there. Then he brings in Gothmog, and now the Fellowship is moving, and they do get hit, and it's still not a reveal. So, hit 3 times in 4 moves is bad. Not getting revealed by any of them is pretty nuts. So yeah, I take it as just corruption, because... yeah, I really don't want to lose any of these cards. All 4 of these cards are really good, so... anyway, there we are. And yeah, now I draw Challenge of the King. It's always really frustrating drawing Challenge of the King after you've put Aragorn in the Dead Men, because even if you were to move the whole army of the dead with Wraiths of Fear over to Dol Amroth, or like if you walked an army unit over there, it still isn't playable because he's technically not with the army. He's with the army of the dead doing Dead Men things. So to actually play this, you need to specifically have him leave the army of the dead and disband it, and then be with an army, and then you can play it. So that significantly drops its value if you've already put Aragorn in the army of the dead here. Let's see. So I chuck Guards of the Citadel and Challenge of the King, yeah, because I'm just probably never going to actually get to play it. So now I declare in the Shire, because I have the Western Way, so I'm committing to that direction. This is dangerous for a couple of reasons, which you'll see. But I do get rid of Worn with Sorrow and Toil, and I get to heal 1 corruption. So there's definitely some value to that anyway. Okay, so he puts 1 eye in and adds 2 more. Yeah, he says she's who's Shadow here because this is 2 turns in a row where I've had more dice to do things with than he has. Okay, so I play Lifted Up and Born Far Away here, and I use an Eagle to move the Fellowship, and they don't get hit, so that's nice. And then he brings out the Chief to sit on them in the Shire and increase the odds. So this is why the Western Way sucks, is because if I move again right now and I get revealed, then I can't reveal into the Grey Havens. So I'm stuck revealing into, Tower Hills or Ered Luin. Yeah, and then I have to hide and move again to hopefully move into the Grey Havens. So, yeah, anyway. So now I play the Western Way, and he plays Phlox, which is a really nice card. I draw File. He brings out spiders. I recruit more Ents. More spiders, and they're running about doing spidery things. Look at them, being all spidery out there, little creeps. I bring in Elrond. I'm not entirely sure why. Okay, I've changed my mind. Cool. I'm glad I don't have to try to explain to you why I did that, because I chose to not do that. Okay, the Dunlendings and the spiders are moving towards Rohan and Gondor. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I use Wind from the West here. Right, I remember now. I was thinking about bringing in Elrond so that I could use this character die to play Wind from the West and then retrieve the character die and then move with it. But then I realized that's a waste of Elrond's use. I might as well just, put a ring on one of these H's with the Gandalf die, with the Gandalf ring, and you move like that. So anyway, I use Wind from the West to take away Phlox, specifically in the hopes that I'm less likely to get hit when I move, and less likely then to get revealed into Grey Havens, because 3 revealing tiles are already gone, so I really don't want to get revealed on the next step anyway. Okay, so he gets his armies ready some more. Gondor musters to war. He plays Fighting Uruk-hai against Helm's Deep. So that's a bummer. So a huge plus side to that is that I can't play a card on round 1, right? So he might be able to just blow it up before I can use my dead men at all to defend against it. So he uses Fierce Folk here. And he just rolls 4 6s. Like it's no big deal. Just whomp, there goes that army. Definitely can't blame the dead men for not saving Helm's Deep there. I guess you could a little bit. Maybe I would have tried harder to get those troops in if I hadn't had the Dark Door to try to protect them with it. But anyway, so now I'm going to use the ring and move. And I do get hit, but I once again don't get revealed. So yeah, the luck of the duck is upon me here. Yeah, 4 hits and no reveals is quite something, especially when you're going the Western way. Wait, what just happened? Oh, okay, just a little mess with the cards. It's probably fine. Okay, so naturally I declare in Grey Havens and get another healing for free. So this is the strength of the Western way. If I'd gotten revealed, that would have sucked a lot. But I got 2 healing for free for going this way. So that's pretty cool. And I got to get rid of Warnosaur and Toil. So 1 eye in, 2 more rolled. An eye from Galadriel this time. So, boo. Okay, looks like we paused and continued this game at a later point. Okay, there we go. So Gothmog is moving along to finish taking out Rohan. Seems probable that they will. Oh, yeah. I was remembering here. Because the Fellowship declared in the Shire, they actually activated the North when they did that. And I only just realized that now. Okay, so he asks, does Western Way also prevent tile drawing cards? Technically, no. You can still play Orc Patrol while I'm on the Western Way. It's just they can't draw a card. Specifically on the Western Way and at 0 or 1. Anyway. Okay, so I recruit another Ent. Okay, I play Vial of Galadriel. He attacks Edoras. I play Confusion, I guess just because I'm chock full of cards anyway. He gets, well, 3 hits just like that. I get 1 hit back. That's, yeah. Yeah, and there goes the Dark Door. So the Dead Men did not get to be as useful this time as they might have been. Well, such be how it do. Okay, so the armies are heading along towards the rest of Gondor. I draw another card. So I guess I could have tried to move twice this turn, but moving just once feels a lot better. Because taking that first step, even if he rolls and hits me, he doesn't draw a tile. If I take a second step, then I'm no longer at step 0 or step 1, and then I'd be rolled to get hit for. And it would be, 4 dice hitting at 5, so pretty good odds of hitting me. So that's why I'm planning on just moving once this turn, I think. Okay, I summon Smeagol. Well, I put out more Smeagol tiles anyway. I muster in Minas Tirith. He plays Black Captain commands so as to attack Minas Tirith. Fellowship moves. Would have been safe even if... So, like, technically you're still supposed to roll for the hunt. You just don't draw a tile, even if you hit them. So, anyway. Okay, there's Wraiths of Fear, so that's always nice to have. There's, like, just so many cards that get picked up and discarded. Like, I just don't feel like I have the time to talk about every single one of them, Okay, 1 eye in, 3 more rolled. Okay, so I'm, yeah. Wow, lots of Ents, huh? Okay, I do have March of the Ents there. So I guess I'm contemplating going to blow up Minas Tirith here. Or I wonder what else I'm thinking about doing. I guess it could also be useful for breaking the siege on Lorien. That doesn't really seem necessary, though. I might also be thinking about just killing Saruman. That's definitely an option. Okay, so Grond against Minas Tirith here. Swarm of Bats. 2 hits. 2 hits. I play a Shield Wall, because might as well. 1 hit, 1 hit. So I could use an Eagle here, but that's the last Eagle left on the board, though, so then they'd be out of play. And I feel like I'd like to keep them for now. So I play a Confusion. You get one hit with it. That's something. He decides to press the fight. Great Host against Sudden Strike. So my Sudden Strike misses. He gets... Oh, darn. Okay, he gets 2 hits plus the 1 from Great Host. So that is enough to finish the siege. Oh, that's a huge bummer. Because I was just thinking... Probably the right call. Like, if this was still under siege and there was, like, 4 orcs left here, March of the Ents would be devastating here. Because what you can... Let's see. So, you play it, 1 Ent walks there, 1 Ent walks there. And then you can hit it with 4 different times to try to kill those 4 orcs. And if those orcs die, then so does the Witch King, right? So, that could be a very strong use of the Ents here anyway. Okay, so, Bummer Hummer indeed for myself. Okay, so now I bring in Treebeard. Oh, yeah, nice. He plays this not on anybody's side. So it's very easy to discard, like literally any action die if Gandalf the White is in play. But I can't play any event card or call the battle card for Ents or Eagles right now. I use the Palantir to chuck it. Makes sense. He moves to get ready for Dol Amroth, I guess. Now I'm doing March of the Ents to try to kill Saruman. So, okay, attacking Orthanc. So I get the reroll there because I specifically brought in Treebeard first. So there's 3 right off the hop. Good job, Ents. And there's another one attacking Orthanc, and we get the 1 hit. So I was playing this wrong at the time because my understanding was incorrect. I thought you had to specifically walk an Ent in to kill Saruman. But actually, if you kill the last Isengard unit, or regular other unit, then Saruman dies. Being able to kill Saruman by walking in is a different condition for if it's empty. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't need to do that. Yep. Because we're learning. So anyway, I guess I'm just hoping that, that lowering his dice buys me more time so that I can hopefully win anyway. Okay, so I attack Osgiliath here. No, sorry. Yeah, he attacks Osgiliath from Gothmog. He gets 2 hits just like that. Like, it's no big deal. Grr. Oh, yeah, I remember I was specifically so excited for one of them to survive because then I could retreat to Druid and Forest and walk to Fold and start mustering in Rohan and cause some trouble. And especially now that Orthanc was emptied out, that was going to be a real problem. But then he just rolled 2 6s. Yeah, that was very sad for me. Okay, Fellowship moves, and they're once again safe. And I muster in Dol Amroth. Oh. Right. Before I did that, it was supposed to be his turn. Right, he brings in the Corsairs, and now I muster in Dol Amroth. Okay, on to the next turn we go. Okay, Fellowship declares in Pelargir and gets a 3rd free healing. Not that it really needs it. It's still in pretty good health. But anyway. Right, I'm trying to get to Mordor this turn. I really want to get to Mordor this turn because since, Helm's Deep and Minas Tirith, despite maybe protection from the Ents, fell, and / from dead men, fell very quickly anyway. So trying to move faster now. Okay, so first move is safe, and I use Elrond's Ring to pull it back. He uses Day Without Dawn to take away my Will of the West. Very sad for me. I move again, hit this time, and at last a reveal. Very sad. Yeah. Okay, so he does more leadership moving. I do some mustering up for Dol Amroth. He plays Lur. Gets a Hobbit. Kills it. Yeah, that'd be how it do. I muster up more in Dol Amroth and Pelargir. He attacks Pelargir with Great Host. 0, 0. So he gets his +1 from the Great Host, and away they retreat. Okay, in long, swift lines here is nice. That will get some more Eagles on the board for me anyway. So that's nice. Okay, get some Corsairs in play. Muster up some more in Dol Amroth. And he plays Evil Things here to draw another hunt tile. And it's an eye. That's a bad luck bears right there. Then I use the character die to hide, and I'm guessing I'm going to use Galadriel's Ring to move here. Oh no, Orc Patrol. Ah, rough. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Yeah, there's only 4 tiles out there that would have revealed me here to stop me from getting into Mordor this turn. But yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I was frustrated for sure right there. So I muster up more in Dol Amroth and Laemden, because I need that to hold on. Okay, Fellowship, okay. One eye, no more rolled, except one from Elrond. Thanks, jerk. Okay, so I muster in Laemden. Draws another card. He plays Huge and Horrible. Oh, yeah, okay, that's handy. Now he has another reroll in the Fellowship anyway. That's something. Fellowship hides. He plays a red tile. I guess draw another one. I move before he reveals me again. Anyway, and what do you know? Huge and Horrible is what gets the hit, but at least it's Smeagol now, so that's something. Okay, Dreadful Spells against Laemden. Wow, 3 hits, jerk. Oh, that's rude, man. Dreadful. We all know you're supposed to miss with Dreadful Spells. You're not supposed to get any hits. That's just rude. Anyway. Oh, right, and I also have to be worried about Cruel Weather, because he didn't actually, that's not what stalled me last turn. Okay, so... okay, nice. So I played by chance or by foresight here, and I pulled 3 great cards. I guess Stone of Eric isn't that great anymore, because, like, I've already done some mustering of the dead men. There's still 4 more to get out there, though. And there are still dwarves in the north to be placed down anyway. So, which ones did I take? Yeah, I kept Stone of Eric for myself and put the other 2 on the bottom? Wow, I thought I would have wanted both of those in the near future. I guess the Ents aren't quite ready. Like, I need to get Fathers of Trees first before I can get, what do you call it? Before I can actually use a March of the Ents again, really. Anyway. So now I play Stone of Eric, and that puts an Eagle out into Eagle's Eyrie. He moves towards the Dew Line and towards Gondor. I muster the north down towards War, which puts another dead man out. And he attacks Laemden, no card. I use a King of the Dead here, so I get 2 hits for that. And he only gets 1, which is remarkable. I get 0 hits back. So he presses, and they retreat to Eric. I'm a little surprised he didn't bring those Corsairs with him. Okay, he specifically is not doing that. I remember that came up. Like, there's a reason why he did that. I can't remember what it was right now. Oh, yeah, the classic gamble, because I'm not sure whether I should use a ring to move again or hope that he doesn't have Cruel Weather. I'm moving again, right, because I feel like I don't have time. Turns out he did not have Cruel Weather, so that's a bummer. But I get hit, and it's an eye, so 1 reveal, so that's not great. And then there's a 3. I take a random, and it's a Hobbit. Yeesh. Rough choices. And then he plays Morgul Wound. Okay. So this went from, like, when I declared in Pelargir, it felt like a ring victory was going to be not painful at all, and now it's very much on the line. Like, I'm at net -1, but that's assuming I get to use these companions efficiently. There are still 3 Smeagol tiles out there, so that could be good, but also a lot of eyes. Ah, now I get to play Mithril and Sting, though. That's huge. Okay, so into Mordor I go. Let's see, I chuck We Prove the Swifter. Yeah, those cards are just less good because usually you want Aragorn and Gandalf to stay with their factions for now. You know, like, you might want them to leave, but that's tough. Okay, and then I check Amber 2. Yeah, unlikely I'm going to get to use that. Okay, Fellowship okay, 1 eye, 1 more rolled. Lots of gas. Yeah, really glad I'm in Mordor this turn. Yeah, also, because we've already seen Day Without Dawn, I can hang on to those Wills of the West and stay flexible with them. He brings in the Mouth. I play a blue tile. Oh, this feels nice. He upgrades to the Black Captain. I play Mithril Coat and Sting. Also feels nice. He adds another Corsair. Now the Fellowship is moving. Oh my gosh, and it's filed just right away. What is that, man? That's nuts. Okay, I guess I did have pretty bad luck last turn with that reveal before Mordor. That still feels pretty obnoxious, though. Okay, so here we go. We're trying against Dol Amroth here. Oh, I guess probably the plan then, with leaving those 4 Corsairs there, is that this army, like these 8 orcs, could walk over and use Ships of Great Draft to come over and reinforce Dol Amroth. That's probably why I left them there. Okay, so I recruit another dead man. Yeah, now we see that army walking over there. Fellowship moves again. It's the other blue tile? Are you kidding? What is that, man? That... Okay, that's way more rude than dreadful spells. I owe him an apology. Okay, King of the Dead against Relentless Assault. So I roll my pre-attack first. Whiff. Nice. Good job, Deadman. Yikes! And he just rolls 4 hits. Oof, oof, oof. Okay, I roll 4 hits back, so that helps. But still, yeah, oofers all around for sure, my dude. Okay. Fellowship moves again. And it's an eye. So that does hurt. That does hurt for sure. So yeah, I don't have Galadriel's ring to eat it with. So I guess I'm just going to take a random companion. And it's Smeagol. Okay, so I lose the Smeagol tiles and I don't get to benefit from them. So that's something anyway. Okay, yeah, and now there's the Ships of Great Drought. I know someone already corrected me on how to pronounce it, but I don't remember. I'm going to say drought. Okay. Okay, so I play the Terror of the Dead here. I guess just to stall him. Yeah, I guess I'm just buying time. I've officially conceded that he will be able to take Dol Amroth, but I want to buy more time, so that's why I want to stop his attacks from happening, is what I'm doing here. Okay, so he gets 2 hits, and I also get 2 hits, which is lucky, so that Mumakil doesn't trigger. Okay, so on to the next turn we go. So take someone you can trust, which is a really great card, but obviously isn't useful at the moment, because I don't have the Hobbitses in the Fellowship anymore. And now he picks up Cruel Weather, yep. So 1 eye in, no more rolled, plenty of movement for me, that's nice. That's very nice. So Wraiths of Fear, so we're attacking Dol Amroth. So 3 hits. That's nice. Right, yeah, so what I thought was going to happen here was that I would attack and make them retreat to Laemden, and then I could choose to attack again and make them retreat to Pelargir. But that's not actually how it works. You attack one army once, and then you keep attacking until it's either destroyed or you give up. And then they have to retreat. So, anyway. Okay, so I attack one more time. 2 more hits. Okay, and then naturally he besieges Dol Amroth back again right away. I muster the North down, which also summons another dead man there. He attacks Dol Amroth. Oh, right, yeah, now King of the Dead works pretty well because, you know, if I land 3 hits, then I might just win the siege here. So. Pre gets 2 hits, so that's pretty good. He gets 1 hit. Ah, yeah, that's very sad for me. And I also get 1 hit. But yeah, that's that. In spite of my big stack of dead men and my big stack of Ents, he's still conquered all of Rohan and Gondor. Galadriel, who received no help from any faction, is still standing unconquered up in Lorien. But yeah, that'd be how Scooby-Doo. Okay, so I move again, and it's a 1R, so I take Legolas just to keep corruption low. Oh, yeah. I'm just remembering that I played a faction event card there. So there goes another eagle. Okay, so he musters up in the north there. I guess he's looking at Woodland Realm, maybe Erebor, or maybe Dale Andashire. One of those two anyway. Okay, so now I can't win this turn because I got revealed there. I must drop another eagle. He musters up more in Northrune. I play King's Brandsmen. Always feels good to cycle cards. Oh yeah, I have both Book of Mizarble and Dane though, so if he is coming for Erebor, I might be able to cause some trouble for him. Oh, wait. What did I just do? Okay, I pushed the wrong button for a second, but we're okay. He adds another red tile. That is a bummer for me. And then I hide, and he moves out. Okay, so on we go to the next turn. Okay. He picks up Captain of Despair, which is not exactly mega useful at this moment. Okay. 1 eye in, 1 more rolled, and I roll 2 movement. So that should be enough. See if you can guess what's about to happen, though. So I have Mithril Coat and Sting, and there's only 2 red tiles in there. Do you know what's going to happen? I feel like a Sunday school teacher, just like reading a book. It's like, do you know what horrible thing is about to happen to the main character? Anyway, so I move, and there's a red 3. So I automatically just use Mithril Coat and Sting and take away the red tile, because clearly I can't pull the other red tile as well. Yeah. So anyway, I realized this later the turn. You'll see it in the chat. I should have just eaten the red 3. I really should have just eaten the red 3, because then I would move again and still have Mithril Coat and Sting, so I could dodge that one for sure. And even with the 3 corruption from that, I can eat anything the bag has to throw at me and I'd be fine. But I didn't, because I was so sure I wouldn't hit 2 red tiles in a row, and now I hit the one that reveals me. So now I'm stuck and I actually can't dunk this turn anymore. So anyway, yeah, there it is. Now I'm just realizing I should have just eaten the 3, and that would have been 100% odds of winning, unless he had another red tile to throw in, which he didn't. So yeah, that was a very big mistake on my part. Yeah. Anyway, so I muster up in Woodland Realm, because now it's all hands on deck to try to survive into next turn. He plays Ring Wraiths are abroad and attacks Dale. Advantageous position against Relentless Assault. He takes no hits and deals 2 hits anyway, so I'm quite sad about that. He presses, and I retreat to Woodland Realm. Okay, so there's a tough choice here. I'm out of elves to reinforce, so I can't muster another elf in Woodland Realm. So what can I do? I'm not actually sure. What do I do here? I don't know. Let's find out. Right. I play Book of Mizarbo here, and I give up on the Ents. Actually, I didn't even need to give up on the Ents. I hadn't realized this, but because Treebeard, he keeps them in play even if he goes into Rohan. I decided to put Treebeard out into Fords of Isen here, specifically in case I picked up Riders of Theoden, because he counts as a companion, so then I could play that to, muster troops here in Fords of Isen. So technically I should have gotten to keep the Ents in play here, but I didn't realize that. Okay. Now he attacks Woodland Realm, and now I play We Only Need Wings. So that allows me to move an eagle back, and that allows me to, yoink Gandalf into Woodland Realm there. And bring all the eagles up, because that's clearly where the important battle is going to happen here. Okay, I recruit another eagle. He draws another card. What am I doing here? Oh, right. This was such a cool move. I hadn't even planned this move when I did it, but you'll see what happens here. Okay, so he brings the mouth in so that he has some leadership that actually works here. And now I attack Woodland Realm. So I was kind of just thinking YOLO. I don't have anything else to do here anyway with these 2 H dice. Like, there's nothing that actually makes sense, Maybe I could have, tried to fight through to Pelargir with this Gondor regular. Maybe, I guess. Or I could have tried to muster the dwarves down. But, yeah, anyway, so I hadn't realized I could do this until after I chose to attack Woodland Realm, is that I can play this Eagles card, this Speed on a Gathering Wind. So you bring all the eagles there, and then you roll a die for every eagle. So I do have 5 eagles here. Well, I have 4 here, and I just brought in another one. So I can roll 5 dice that all can hit it as 6s, right? So no hits from the Woodland Realm regular himself. He gets 1 hit back naturally. Post, but I roll 2 hits, and I lose 1 eagle. And then we talk about the rules for a bit, so whether that actually works or not. But it doesn't say that the Free People's Army needs to be defending, so it's fine. Okay, so anyway, now he attacks Woodland Realm. Gandalf shines, naturally, and I play Valor here just because, yeah, I need to actually, beat this army off. Yeah, so he says, hey, you did have Danes. Yeah. So if he had gone after Erebor, it would have been tough that way, too. Okay, so Valor at least gets me 1 hit from there, and the leadership gets another 2 hits, so that's nice. So Post gets 1 hit. Scary times for me. He decides to stop. He uses a ring to attack again. Gandalf shines. What card am I playing here? I guess I'm playing Shield Wall. I'm a little surprised I didn't play Heroic Death here. Although I guess I know there's going to be more than one combat round here, so I could still play Heroic Death later. Yikes, he gets 2 hits. I also get 2 hits. Okay, so Shield Wall is pretty useful there. And then he presses, and now I think I'm playing Heroic Death. Yeah, Heroic Death because even if he gets 3 hits that way, then I can sack Gandalf to the Heroic Death. So I think he would have needed to play an Onslaught and not take any hits, and then take 2 hits to the Onslaught and get 2 hits with that. That would be the only way he could have won against that Heroic Death specifically. Yeah, sheesh is fair. So he gets his 3 hits, but that's fine because I'm clearly sacking Gandalf for this. I only get 1 hit back, and away goes Gandalf. So I am down to 5 dice, which is a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. I'm just very happy to live to see another turn here. Wizard Staff shows up, mocking the death of Gandalf. Thanks a lot. Okay, so 1 eye in, 2 more rolled, 2 movement, which is enough. It's barely there, but it's enough, unless, of course, a red tile feels like showing its ugly face again. Fellowship hides. Yep, there's another red tile. Son of a skunk. Okay, so I muster another eagle. He plays half-orcs and goblin men to help defend against Woodland Realm. So I think I probably should have sortied first, actually, just in case he had one of those cards. Because a sortie would have had, I feel like, really good odds of working. Just for, like, destroying the Witch King and the Mouth and making it pretty likely to go to another turn still. I don't know. Maybe that was crazy. I don't know. Okay, so now he's attacking Woodland Realm. So now I don't have a better card to play. I could play Daylight, but he's already at only 3 dice, so that doesn't help. So instead, all I have is the Eagles to come here and try to, kill the army with me. So he gets only 1 hit, which is remarkable, and I get 2 hits from the Deadly Strife. And now now I get to roll for the Eagles again, and they roll 3 6s. So the Eagles came and killed the Witch King and the Mouth. That is like pretty stinking cool, I think. Yeah, that's pretty rough luck for him for sure. Anyway, just like the Eagles showing up, and over 10 dice anyway, they rolled 5 6s and only 1 1. Yeah, so I got pretty lucky there. So now I play Riders of Theoden because I happened to pick it up the next turn anyway, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so he plays a Great Fleet, is moving Corsairs around for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess just not much else to do at this point anyway. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. So I muster up in Rohan. He moves leadership around, and I play Safe Paths in the dark. Oh, right. Because We Shall Get It would have made my odds of succeeding a lot lower. So, yeah. And I already hit this turn, and there's no need to rush it, so might as well, yeah. So he musters up more in Umbar. I'm not entirely sure why he's mustering there. I guess there's where he's planning on bringing help from for Rohan, anyway. Okay, so 1 eye in, 1 more rolled. Wow, yeah, the only dice-giving person left in play is Aragorn. Gandalf is dead, and all the Shadow minions are dead. I remember why I wanted to make a video on this one now. This is pretty cool. Okay, so I move, and it's just a 2. So now it's done. The start of this turn, I didn't want to give him... That's right, I didn't have anything that would really help, so I didn't want to give him a chance to play Shelob or something. So, yeah, there we go. Whew, what a game. Good grief. The double red tile and just barely holding on of Woodland Realm was, yeah, that was quite a turn. And also, like, the delay before Mordor and then the double blue tile start. Quite a back and forth game here. Yeah. Wow. What a game. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let's look at statistics. Yeah, turn 14. Good grief. What a mess. Plus 6 on 6s, but it's for the free peoples, so that's a bummer. Minus 2 on 6s, that's like that's bad, but it's not that bad. Like, we've all seen minus 10 before. Minus 4 on attacks for him, that's a bit of a bummer. Minus 2 overall on movement for me, but that was okay though, because I was enjoying moving slow at some points, you know. Like, just when you have this many dice and the factions to play with, like, it's a little more okay to move slower, because you just have more power to defend yourself with than in the base game. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed the game. I sure did. And, yeah, see you next time.